Hello, my beautiful warriors of love and light, and welcome to this weekly reading from the 14th to the 20th of March. We are heading into the spring equinox, but like I said on Instagram, I'm going to speak about the spring equinox next week since it'll be the beginning of the season. And today I'm only going to talk about the full moon in Virgo, which is happening at the 18th, which is a Thursday, I believe, but on the 18th at 3:17 a.m. Eastern Time. So full moons, we know as it's all about releasing our usually emotions, because the moon is an emotional sign. It's a negative and polarity, I guess. It's a feminine sign, right? So a feminine sign, a feminine energy. So we're releasing all these emotions, feelings, triggers that are not serving us anymore. I'm going to talk about triggers a bit after, because there's been a lot of people reaching out to me, asking me, not asking me, but again, asking me questions, but also it's just happening, right, with all of us. Virgo is the sign of work and routine and perfectionism. They are our critical thinkers, and this full moon in Virgo is Neptune is playing a huge role, the planet, which is the ruling planet of Pisces, which is all about emotions. And Neptune is also, it's all about spiritual intuition, like Pisces, but it's also about delusion and illusion and deception, and nothing is as it seems. And with the Virgo, who is like our critical thinker, and Neptune with our disillusion and deceptions and it's a kind of they're coming head to head here. Virgo is also our earth, and Neptune is a water. So water is fed onto the earth to grow. So it's almost like it's time for critical thinking when it comes to this facade, when it comes to what is we're seeing out there, the narratives, the storylines. So it's like Virgo can also be our observer, right? It's time to step outside of what is here, what looks like it's real, but it's dreamy. It's I really like that. It's a facade. So it's like releasing that into the ethers, or releasing that out of you. So it's gonna be like every full moon and every new moon, we always talk about this, it's gonna be a release, but it really is, if you really notice it and you are aware. It's all about awareness, right? And it doesn't have to be just a full moon, a new moon. It's just like it's heightened perhaps with the moons, but it's every single day of our lives. And it's been like this for all of our lifetimes, but in the past 2 years, very highlighted. So just be aware of all. I'm going to bring up the triggers now, because the triggers are actually what's going to help us to go through this. Not just the full moon in Virgo, but going through this for the next whatever years that we have to ride this wave. Because our triggers are things that might have could be karmic lessons from our past lifetimes that we don't even know. That why are we triggered by this, right? Because you're like, I don't usually judge this, but I am. Why, right? So it's a lot of bringing up of buried emotions and past life things. But what we tend to do with these triggers is we get upset at ourselves about it, or we get upset at those people about it, or that situation, and then we release it without actually forgiving it, without actually facing the trigger in its face and becoming aware of it and actually doing the work. It's like, oh, I'm anxious, and that's it. I'm just anxious today. I'm just going to go have a glass of wine and I'm going to drink it away. And then the next day I'm happy now. but it's like taking that anxiety and actually what is that? So last week I spoke of the mirror, which I learned in a video of Linda McGillis. I speak a lot about her right now because she's actually has triggering me. So and she's like, her videos are actually helping me see differently. But she's also propelling me to go more into my heart and actually listening to my guides and my higher self, which I have in the past, but I do more and more now because before I'm not gonna lie to you, right? I would do research and other people and other channels and do a lot of written work as well, and I would like feed off of their knowledge instead of actually listening to my wisdom. And this is where we're headed. We're needing to trust our inner wisdom, and it doesn't have to be aligned with everybody else what they're talking about. It doesn't have to be what anybody's talking about. But if it's something coming in from you, then it means that it's meant for you. And I'm here, I'm talking to you guys, but most of the time my guides are like, you don't need to talk to these people. You don't need to say anything to these people. You just need to, it's for you. But I'm here and I'm doing it for you because I do your tarot as well. So I might as well share this wisdom. And some of you listen, some of you don't, but that's okay. It's whatever feels right in your heart. And I do it because for me, it's interesting to be able to tap into our hearts and to tap into our intuition, that which we don't pay attention to. And also like the triggers again is bringing up, it's very uncomfortable to be facing a trigger, to be very uncomfortable to be facing any bad part of you, right? Like judgment of others. How many times do you find yourself saying, oh my God, what is she wearing? Or oh my God, like she's living there and she only makes this much money. Oh, you know, like all these like silly things in life. And who cares? Like what everyone else is doing. We spend so much time on other people, but we've been conditioned to do that. I'm not like blaming you or blaming myself either. We've been programmed to do this, like to put our attention on the celebrity, on the athlete's life, on everybody else's like glamour life, instead of actually focusing on ourselves. And we have so much self-judgment, and we have so many fears, and we've placed so much blame on ourselves, so much shame, because we compare ourselves to others, because we are not like them, and because that all this like crap. And it's like this for me, I feel like this movement, it's not a movement, it's just like a movement of energy, like is like all these insecurities, instead of saying, well, I'm such an anxious person and I'm such an idiot for being anxious, or I'm an idiot for being jealous of this person. Like, no, you're jealous? Okay, why am I jealous? Mirror, why am I jealous of this person? Because do I feel lesser than because of this? Why do I feel lesser than? It's a whole process. Then the mirror over here, am I jealous because I've had to deal with my mother who was jealous of her friends, or maybe my father was, or maybe my sisters or my brothers. Like, it's like a whole thing, and it's like it's really laying it all out in front of you to actually work on it, instead of like burying it away with prescription pills or sessions of whatever with psychologists. It's you really know what to do for yourself. I'm not saying that if you want to do all that, you can do whatever you want. Like, it's a free will planet. I'm just speaking from my experience, and I'm like in this process of relearning who I am and my power, actually, and how I attach so many so much meaning to things, when all we need is like these full moons is like releasing, actually. And these full moons and new moons, it takes on a new perspective for me, because now it's like, yeah, I don't need to be waiting for the full moon or the new moon. I need to do it every single day of my life. And the trigger helps us along the way to see like, oh, I'm triggered by this. Why am I triggered by seeing a person wearing a mask? I got to look at that. I have to pay attention to that. What is it? Why is it bothering me? Maybe because I had to wear one in a past lifetime. Maybe I was in prison in a past lifetime, or whatever. It's yours. It's your experience. We're all here having our own experience on this planet, and we tend to give our attention to everybody else around us instead of actually focusing on ourselves. And again, you're not to fault at this, because that is how the Matrix has created this, is for us to just put our attention everywhere else instead of ourselves. So that the reason I brought up this is because, again, on Instagram I said the same thing, as I had some followers reach out to me and said, I'm losing my memory, I'm losing my speech, which we know that I was losing my speech a few weeks ago too. I was like, but I'm still losing my speech, doesn't matter. Then there's physical symptoms, like the like look at my eyes are itchy all the time. There's like this weight gain, weight loss, and it's like all of this. The weight gain is like very interesting for me, because it's like I keep being told that it's like the light that coming in is expanding your body, or it's like however you want, however, if you're losing weight, so it's doing something else to your body, right? So everybody is unique in this world, every single one of us. So a symptom that comes in for you might not be a symptom for me, or for Sheila, or for Shalom, or for Stephen. It doesn't matter. It's like everyone is different. So I just wanted to say this because I want you to honor your body and honor your soul and honor your heart. Too many times we've like, you know, I keep saying, I've said this to you many times, but I don't meditate. I don't meditate. And everybody around me in the community is like, oh, I meditate. And I look at them and I'm like, I mean, it's freaking awesome if you do, because my Shalom is a freaking master meditator, but I can't meditate. And at one point during this journey, I was like, wow, man, what is wrong with me? Like, if I can't meditate, then I'm not spiritual, right? Doesn't matter. And I even like a year ago, I got into something with someone who's on Instagram saying, if you wear black clothes all the time, which I always in black, by the way, is because you're evil and you're part of the evil satanic whatever. And I was like, yo, man, are you fucking kidding me right now? So there's like, everybody's like judgments or belief systems or whatever is their own. It's their own freaking narrative. It's their own storyline. And we're feeding into this. And I keep telling people, and I've learned this for myself, because I think I've become very conscious of how I speak, and how, like, even just like saying what I said before is like, I prefer not to talk about that anymore, because when I speak of that, those belief systems and those narratives and storylines, it goes out into the quantum field, and then you guys have to deal with it. You have to, the collective has to deal with this anger, this rage, so it's like a constant cycle happening all the time. And like I said last week, and I'm gonna keep saying it because I think it's important to talk about this, because the more we bring heart and love to the world, and it's not love light, it's like the more it's okay to acknowledge the anger. But if you repress the anger, the repressed anger stays in the collective energy, and it just keeps looping and looping and looping. But once you, as an individual, as you, take this anger and say, yo, you're not welcome here anymore. I need to understand why I'm angry. I forgive myself because I'm angry because my mother left me when I was 17, and why did she do that? And like, then I'm like, I forgive you, Mom, and I forgive myself. Like, it's a whole big process. So freaking liberating, man. And you know, it would just free up this heavy collective energy. So I'm going to leave you with that. I just want you to know that you're not alone. I keep saying that. I'm going to say it again. You're not alone in this. We're all navigating this in our own way. But your way is your way. And honor that. And trust your plan, because you created this contract for yourself with that counsel before you entered into this lifetime, into this experience. So honor your experience. And your experience is never, never, ever going to be like your best friend, your mother, your father, your sister, your aunt, the stranger, your neighbor. It's never going to be the same, because it's unique to you. You have your own blueprint. So stop comparing to others. Stop judging your experiences. No matter how horrific the experience felt like, it was there to teach you something. It's a lesson. And these lessons are to be learned and to be, like when I do Akashic Records for my clients, I keep telling them the same thing. Like, I'm in your Akashic Records for one reason, to explain to you why you're doing this behavior, why this pattern, why you keep meeting the same people, why. But that memory that I brought up is dissolved. It dissolves. That is the whole point of this clearing of the Akashic Records. We're not supposed to keep these records going as we move into, like, I don't even know how to call this anymore. Is it a new earth? I don't know. So in this new earth, right, we need to release ourselves from that which we don't know about. So it's a very beautiful transition that's going. Enjoy, start reveling in this lifetime that we have here. We are coming from a future that we annihilated the world, this world that we're living in, and we're coming from that future to rectify it. So if you don't resonate with what I just said, that's okay. If it does strike a chord in you, wow. So let's enjoy this life that we're living to the fullest, without judgment. It's easier said than done. Trust me, I'm freaking working on it. Allowing the triggers to flow through us and just trusting your plan. That works a lot for me. It's like, this is my plan. This is not yours. So, okay, I'm gonna flow through it. Let it flow. Anyways, I'll probably talk a little bit more about this next week as I move on, because I'm realizing a lot of things about myself. I'm not resenting myself for my choices in the past. I'm not hating on myself. I'm not like, oh, trust me, like I'm like, why did I date that MF? Right? Why did I do this? And it comes up often. And then I'm like, okay, Sabrina, forgive him, forgive yourself, and let's move forward. This is when I really step outside of it, I'm like, wow, man, come on. And when you start to see from a different angle, you're like, just let it all play out. Don't fester. Don't put your energy there. Let's put our energy on socializing. Let's get together. Essence Divine is going to start this spring and summer doing more social gatherings, more parties, dance parties, free-flowing, whatever. There's no limitations. We just want everyone to come together. I am meeting so many beautiful humans in my Akashic Record readings and my Tarot readings. Shalom with her reflexology and her Reiki. We're just meeting such a beautiful network of people. And it's not all like-minded people, by the way, and that was what is beautiful. We're not all like spiritual people. We're a whole bunch of different people. And that is that beauty of community. And we want to bring that together so that we can rejoice and embrace this life and our uniqueness and our unique journeys, and bring together and like, wow, and feed off of each other and raise the freaking vibration. So I love you so much. I really thank you for being here. I completely forgot I have to give you the giveaway. So I'm gonna go and get those names, and I'm gonna come right back. All right, so as I went back to get that pouch, I felt like I'm gonna give every single one of you who commented last week, March 6 to 13, a 1 or 2 card pull. So leave me a question. You can find us on Instagram. You can leave a question on YouTube if you want everyone else to see it. You can find us on Facebook. You can even email us at info@essencedivine.com. So send me a question, and I will do a little recording. I just need your emails. That's all I need. And I will send you that, and I will work on that. And because I really, I'm in generous mood right now, and I just feel so full of love for each and every one of you. You can't imagine, I'm gonna cry. You can't imagine how much it warms my heart when you do leave a comment. It feels connective to me. And I hope that if you are living in Montreal, and if you ever get to Montreal, when travel restrictions are over, we can all gather as a community, as a collective. So I love you so much, and I will see you in your readings. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Aries. So this week I'm changing things up. I'm doing like a little mix with Oracle and Tarot. This week we got Toadstool's Growth. And I kind of like this for you because last week I believe you're in the process of looking at things, look at things in a different perspective. And here there's something, toadstools, like I said at Instagram, are mushrooms that lie beneath the surface in the forest, and you can't really see them until one day they just pop out of nowhere and you're like, yo, wow. And with springtime coming, it kind of feels good to me. There's like something fresh coming in for you, Aries. There's maybe you've been working on those projects, maybe you've been changing a direction in your life, and all of a sudden you're going to be like, wow, all that work I've been doing, it's actually coming to fruition. Oh my God, it's like sprouting. Opportunities are showing up. All the possibilities are coming and showing themselves in my face. There's just a feeling of growth could even just be like as simple as a bonding within a family, a situation, like a mother-daughter, mother-son, or father, or whatever, or just a friendship that's a budding. Like there's just something very part of your journey that's going to help you move on to the next step. And I kind of like this for you. So let's see what's going on. First, I will pick this beautiful card. What you want wants you. Number 16. Number 16 is a Tower card in the Tarot, but also number 7, the Chariot. But 7 is, so let's just put this here. The crystal, we have the Sunstone, which is empowerment. The Sunstone, I always thought it was a solar plexus, but this looks more like a sacral chakra, but I feel like it's a solar plexus. So empowerment usually comes from right here. So anyways, let me just open these cards for you. Then we have the King of Cups, which is a Scorpio energy. And the Temperance, which is a Sagittarius energy. Again, when I say the signs, it doesn't necessarily have to mean that these signs are very relevant to you, but some people, like, oh, I have a Scorpio in my life, it might be relevant. And then we have the gorgeous Ten of Cups, my beautiful Aries. So I don't know, but there's just a feeling here of exactly what we're talking about. What you want wants you. So what is it that you want? It's time to put down that list of what is it I want in my life. I just want to be happy. And you know what? That is a valid point. Everybody's like, oh, I just want to be happy. I'm sorry. If you want to be happy, then go do what makes you happy. What is that for you, Aries? Is it lying down on the beach and taking in those sun rays? Do that. Is it camping in the woods and living with nature and putting those feet on the ground and doing earthing? Do that. Is it like traveling the world? do whatever it is you want. If you listen to my intro, you know that it's time to do what's in your heart and not care about everybody else. Do you. And I kind of like this with this empowerment showing up, because it's like, empower yourself. Because you know, when you empower yourself and you start to shine, you start to shine a light, and people will look at you and say, wow, I want to be like that. And look, she's doing that, or he's doing that, because he's doing what he wants or she wants in her life or in his life, right? So, and there's this feeling of like King of Cups energy. Maybe you have to go to your heart, go into the spirituality, the intuition, or maybe you're meeting someone, a King of Cups, that's coming into your life. If you're single, that could be that, who's going to help you balance your emotions, who's going to help you temper your moods, temper your outlook on life. Whatever it is, if this is a person coming in, if it's you coming in and actually you working on yourself because something is brewing, something is like developing all around you, like opportunities coming your way, take those opportunities. They came because you planned them to come in. Do what is in your, do what you want to do. This is the feeling I'm getting here. It's because however you choose to accept this in your life, the Ten of Cups is like complete harmony and fulfillment within a family, within a relationship, with a job, with whatever it is that you're starting fresh on. Ten of Cups energy is a Pisces energy, and when Pisces is happy, they're super intuitive, they're super gifted, they're welcoming in their gifts. They're also open arms, embracing those that they love and embracing themselves as well. It's interesting, you have like two water signs here. Water and fire. Water could be seen as like a conflict for you as a fire sign, because they putting out your fire. But maybe it's good. Maybe you need a little bit of waves in your life. Maybe you need to dive into your emotions a little bit more, because the Temperance card shows up, and that is exactly that. It's like finding a way to balance your emotions, and maybe you're like too stuck on one way of looking at things, and you're opening up to looking at another way, stepping outside of these stories, stepping outside of and listening to your story. I want to read from the book only because I really love this book, by the way. If you are into oracle decks, this is amazing. Just her writing to me is like phenomenal. So this oracle comes with a healing message for you. First, trust in what you truly want, not the substitutions and make-dos, but what would truly bring a sense of passionate, playful purpose and fulfillment to your life. You might not know anything more than I want to sing, or I want to write, or I want to help animals, or I want to paint. Start with what you know and hold it in your heart as you do the healing process below. Repeat this statement 3 times with feeling. What I want wants me, and I am open, willing, and capable to receive it through unconditional love now. So remember when I said a few weeks ago about I am commands? When you say this, I am open, willing, and capable to receive, make sure that it's 100% you're feeling into it. When you do an I am command, the first thing to do is to go feel into the command and embrace this, empower yourself with this feeling, and then you can say the I am, and then it will trickle through. So there's a really good energy here flowing through you, and like I said, if you're single, I feel like there's someone coming in that is gonna match your maybe not match you, actually not match you because they're water sign, but it's going to elevate you, bring you into a new kind of empowerment, but also to see things differently, not always so fiery like you are, but watery and flowing. I love this. All right, so we're going to get a full moon in Virgo message for you, for Aries, please. Okay. Wow. Hello. It's the full moon in Virgo card. Take inspired action. I love it. So, what action? The action of what you want in your life. It's time, Aries, to step away from everyone else's expectations, everyone else's shoulds and obligations, or whatever else. Like, I understand you're in families, and I understand you're in like you have obligations to your children and your parents or whatever it is. But remember what if you listen to my intro, remember what it is your experience. This is yours alone. So find a way to honor that. Honor the growth that is coming your way. Honor what you want in your life. No matter how crazy it is, there's no crazy in this lifetime. I'm gonna read the crystal empowerment because why not? Right? So if it gives a different message to us, then great. I like this. The world needs people like you to step up and shine your light. Work closely with Sunstone because this medicine will assist you greatly in dissolving any fears that may hold you back from truly awakening your personal power, allowing you to shine in all your magnificence. Very simple message, but very empowering at the same time. It is related to the solar plexus. I love it. And if you feel like this is showing up, maybe this is not aligned right now, find a way to get a distance Reiki session or a Reiki session to find alignment, or just if you have a sunstone or you have any other yellow or orange yellow stone, put it on, or a pyrite, put it on your right here, and just manifest it, or just create an intention to regain your power back, your self-confidence back, because it's all within you, my beautiful Aries. All right, this is a beautiful reading. It's shorter than most of the times, but I feel like it's all there, very concise, and it's time for you to do what you want, because you're bubbling at the surface and it's coming up roses. So I love you. Check your rising and your moon. Also, if you didn't listen to the intro, everyone who left a comment last week is getting a free 1-card reading. So send me an email or a message on all our social channels. All right, I love you, Aries, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Taurus. We got the New Beginnings card. How beautiful is this? The Daffodil Fairy. So I didn't mention this on Instagram, but it's a 10. What it was a 10? A 10 is the end of a journey, a beginning of a new journey. So I just feel so good when I see this. It's fresh. There's like new projects starting for new relationships, a new way of looking at things. Maybe it's because it's happening to me, and I just feel like maybe it's because it's spring, but I also feel because there's so much coming in, so much upgrading coming in, so much activation happening for everyone in the collective. It's like how you're seeing things now. Are we going to look at things in an ominous way, or are we going to look at things with like fervor? So this is what is happening here, and it's so amazing. I love it. So this week I'm doing a mix of Oracle and Tarot, and I have this beautiful Sacred Rebels Oracle card. And look what we have here. Every journey starts with a single step. What does that mean? That is our Fool card. This is so amazing. I really like these things. New beginnings. So it's time to start the journey, whatever the journey is for you. If the journey means that you are starting fresh, like I said, in a new job, maybe not in the same job, but in a different department, or just a new lease on life, a new way to look at things, a new, like maybe this is a travel. Maybe some of you are traveling somewhere new, or just moving into a higher knowing of yourself. I just love this, and I'm going to read from the book because it's like, and like I said in Aries, this is one of my favorite oracle decks. It's so beautifully written if you love oracle decks. So 12. Every journey starts with a single step. Let's see. This oracle brings you particular guidance that the apparently small steps you are taking in an area of your life important to you right now are actually far more powerful and constructive than you realize. Sometimes we're gaining ground, but the effect is not immediately obvious. This doesn't mean that nothing is happening. It simply means that the effects of your actions are cumulative, and soon they will begin to overflow into the physical world with a positive impact that may surprise you. Keep going. If you have been doing a lot of inner work and are frustrated or concerned that you are you are not seeing the results translate into the physical world, keep faith, as this physical manifestation of your inner work is coming. Remember that you have all the resources you need and then some. Your inner and outer journeys are blessed with positive energy, and all you need to do is keep going, one step at a time. Love it, love it, love it. So let's see what stones came out for you. Look at these stones, people in the house. Awakening crystal, emotional healing. Hematite, grounding. I mean, it's kind of perfect for you guys. It's like a master teacher card. We have the world showing up. Awakening showing up, which is the judgment card. These are major arcana, people. Another major arcana, strength. We have Leo, Scorpio, Capricorn. Of course, the signs don't have to mean everything, but wow, this is emotional healing. Speaks right away to what we've all been going through, Taurus, in the past few weeks, months. Like a lot of us have been like having to face up to our emotions. They're coming up and then coming down. That's why this new journey, I like this. It's like you might not be seeing the healing that's going on, but be patient because it's coming. And the grounding feels really good to me. It's like a lot of us are living in the northern hemisphere, and we're living in snow, and it's really hard sometimes to go out there. You can go out there, but to put your feet in the snow, maybe not the best. It could be good actually, but I don't know. It sounds like spring is coming in the air, and I mean, obviously grounding doesn't only mean putting your feet on the grass, but finding that alignment within you, grounding yourself to the center of yourself. Grounding helps you see differently, right? It helps you feel into all this emotional stress that's around you, all these emotions popping up. I like it. And the world, all this is here, and the awakening is interesting because it could mean judgment, right? I spoke about judgment in the beginning of this intro, how we are so heavily judging ourselves. Every single step that we take, we judge ourselves, and we because it's not happening as fast as we can, or because I don't know how to do it and I'm such an idiot, or I'm not making a decision. Like, it's like, stop, just do what you can, right? At the time that you are in. Like, you cannot like do everything in 5 minutes. I don't know, it feels like gather that strength inside you, gather that courage. You are a warrior. Not only because you're a Taurus, but you're a warrior because you've been probably a warrior in your past lifetimes. It's time to harness that power inside you. Because the world shows to me like that you are coming. It's kind of interesting because this is the 20 and this is the 21. How do you have like this? This is the second to last on the journey, and this is the last of the fool's journey. So it's like this moment of like releasing your judgment, this moment of awakening, of reckoning, of realizing that whatever decisions that you need to make for yourself, for this new beginning, is right for you. And it's time to move into something new. It's time to travel. Like there's a lot of travel here. So maybe move, like travel somewhere that's expansive, that opens your mind to something different. Or it's just a new step into a new journey. I just feel like that is happening, and you're doing it via like you've been working on this healing journey for the longest time. I mean, I know because I've been with you on this one. So I'm going to read the crystals. Awakening crystal is one of the most powerful crystals on the planet and is classed as one of the teacher crystals. It was put on Earth to assist humanity in healing and transforming the emotional body, which is what we're doing. The awakening crystal is great for those who have embarked on the journey of loving and accepting the shadow side of their psyche, because it holds a safe, powerful space to look deep within your hidden chambers. It also creates awareness about why and how people trigger you. Speaking of our intro, you would not see something in someone else unless you had it within yourself. Understanding this, if someone pushes your buttons or triggers something emotionally within you, you will realize they are giving you the opportunity to see the trait in yourself, a trait that has been unloved or forgotten. The mirror! I love this. You're encouraged to accept and love all the feelings that you have within you. Love is the key to this deep healing process. I can go on and on, but you could also have pulled this card to remind yourself that you have already been doing this deep emotional healing for some time. Know that you are gaining more of a balance emotionally in your life. If this is you, give yourself a huge pat on the back and know that you are growing in love, wisdom, and strength each day. What a beautiful crystal. You know, when these things fall out, they fall out for a reason. Like, you know, the way I shuffle, they just jump out. So this was meant for some of you out there to know that you're on this journey. You know, it's not your first rodeo. Like I keep saying, it's not our first lifetime. It's not our first experience. And all the emotional healing that you're doing on this journey is probably have a lot to do with like a past lifetimes. Again, you're healing your karma. You're healing the traumas. They were here to teach us something. And then hematite. So like what I'm trying to say is stop like berating yourself for where you are in your life. You say, I can't believe I'm here. How do I get out of this? Let it flow. Let things, you know, I almost feel like what I've learned is that we need to just not make things happen. We just need to let things flow as they go. But so hematite. You're being reminded that this is an important time for grounding, really. To live a balanced, fulfilling, and successful life, it is essential to be fully present and grounded at all times. You could be feeling scattered, stressed, sluggish, or a little ungrounded of late and have pulled this card to remind you of the importance of grounding. The divas of hematite are here to support you through this time and to encourage you to stop for a moment, take a deep breath, and ground yourself. While working with hematite, imagine yourself connecting deeply into the earth and draw this healing energy up through your feet and into your body. Allow it to ground you deeply into the core of the earth. And you are encouraged to take off your shoes and walk barefoot on the earth. But like I said, if you're in the southern hemisphere, go ahead and do that. If you are in the northern, maybe some places are good enough to do that. For me, when I look at these cards, the tarot, I feel like there is this feeling of you gathering your energies. They're flowing in. They're like settling into your body, and you are working through them. And kudos to you to do that, because you are heading on a new path with this World card. There is something opening up for you, so just be ready for that, my beautiful Taurus. The new beginnings showed up for a reason. There's like this journey is here to show you that you're ready to move into the next step, and stay strong, get grounded, honor your healing process, and let's go into the full moon Virgo message. All right, so with that, okay, Taurus for full moon in Virgo, please. Let's see which one is the right one. No, yes. All right. Make time for self-love, people. I love it. Make time for self-love as you're grounding somewhere in nature and working through your mastery. Because remember, you are a master. I don't care if you don't believe it, but you are. Every single one of us is a master. You're mastering your healing. So pat yourselves on the back, people, because we are on the way to a new step on this journey. And I love the sun is here, because we are heading into a solar ruled world. So I love you, my beautiful Taurus. Happy spring, but I'm gonna say happy spring next week as well. So happy full moon in Virgo. I almost want to say, don't do too much work. Let things be and let things flow, because you have done a lot of this work already. I'll see you next week. Check your rising and your moon, and do check your intro, because I have some information of the giveaway there. Have a beautiful week, and bye. Hello, my beautiful Gemini. Welcome to this reading. We got Thicket of Thorns, Uncertainty. So I feel like this is a continuation of last week, and here I feel like if you look at this card, it's like wiry branches, and then this downpour of sun coming down with these butterflies, like freedom, liberating, but yet there are these thicket of branches. And what I feel is like a lot of you Gemini are feeling stuck in a situation. You're not seeing the light of it. You're not seeing the bigger picture of it. Instead, you are focusing on this discomfort, or maybe you're not even seeing. You're like, I'm not stuck anywhere, but this is coming and saying, yeah, you kind of are somewhere, and you're holding back on an emotion, or you're holding back on, or you don't want to see something, and it's like asking you to instead of like running away from this or just going towards the light, actually let's get this unstuck. Let's liberate this from our soul or our physical body. So there's kind of some work for you to do this week, my beautifuls. Isn't it fun to be working on ourselves all the time? So this week I'm doing it a little bit different. I'm like changing it up because that's what I do. So I have an overall energy, I have an oracle card from the Sacred Rebels, which is awesome. And yours is, wow, free from judgment, free to love. I mean, this could be a lot of you judging yourself, judging other people, judging other people's decisions and choices, and forgetting that you are in your own experience, that you are a unique individual. You are a unique being of light, or being, or physical, or human, whatever you want to call yourself. And when you step outside of that, of everyone else's issues, and you're blaming others, or why this because of you, you can get unstuck. I kind of like this. So I'm going to read from the book because I love her writing. If you've been asking life for a solution to specific difficulty you've been having, this oracle comes with the message that a solution is in gestation right now. The situation is already being sorted out, and the resolution will come to fruition very soon. Hold tight and wait for the imminent birth of the resolution. This oracle has a message for those who may be feeling alone or lonely and in need of great nurturing from others. You are asked to stop, relax, center, and settle into your body to feel your connection with life itself. The air in your lungs is the same air that moves the trees. The water in your blood is the same water that fills the oceans and is moved by the phases of the moon. The flesh of your body is the same substance as the body of the earth itself. The heat in your digestive system is the same fire and heat as that from the sun. Feel this connection, then do something nice for another without agenda. Make a donation, even just a small one. Smile, say a prayer, send out good thought, or make a wish for another. That's it. You have connected to life again, and in doing so, you can connect with you. And so it shall. Wow, that's very beautiful, actually. Let's see what else you have here with our crystals. We have kyanite blue, letting go. Kyanite blue would speak to me of a throat chakra, so expression, speaking up. Malachite healing is heart chakra. We have the Lover's card, which is you showing up here. The Tower, chaos. And the High Priestess, which is Cancer or Pisces. And the Tower could be Scorpio, Aries. So, what a beautiful color combination here. I'm all about the color. A lot of green showing up here, which is heart chakra, and like I said, the kyanite blue is the vocal. And the fact that you show up here with this Tower and the High Priestess speak to me of, like, the Lover's card is the Gemini card. The Lover's card is about like a union, relationships, but also could be self-love. It also could be a choice card. But I'm almost feeling like some of you are in a process of either a relationship that is not, it's at the ends of a relationship, or you're starting a new relationship and it's like completely different from what you're used to, and you're like, I don't know how to tread with this one. Like, I feel like that's happening here, and that's why it's like free from judgment and just free to love. Like, step away from your limiting beliefs of how love should be, or step away from how you deem love to be in an old energy, right? We're moving into a new energy, and maybe this love that's coming in, and it doesn't always have to be about romantic love. Could be a new friendship coming in, or maybe your parent or your sister, your brother is coming in with a different message for you, another different energy, and you're like, okay, and it's making you feel uncomfortable. This is what I'm feeling here. It could be you. It could be you breaking down as well. You're breaking down the old energy of the way you love, the way you receive love. There's like so many things here, but there's this feeling of you having to let go. Let go old ways of doing. Let go of obligation and staying in a situation because of everybody else. Let go of boundaries. Let go of the limiting beliefs. Like, let go of the judgment. Just I saying this to a lot of them. For a lot of them, I just did Aries and Taurus, but both of them, and it feels like that is in process here, and that is this way to healing. We are in a process of breaking down the old, and now with this full moon in Virgo, this is what is showing up here. You are being asked to free yourself from, like it's because it says judgment, but the judgment you have on yourself and the judgment you have on others, the blame you have for yourself, the blame you put on others, the love that you give out, the love that you keep, the love, like, how are you? It's a whole big change here. And this Tower, everybody hates this card, but I love this card because for me it's like, we need to go through the chaos. And as we head into spring, there is peace and harmony coming, but with the good coming in, the bad, whatever, has to surface to the top. Chaos is coming. And how do we, in the past, how have we dealt with chaos is by rejecting it, or by shunning it, or by burying ourselves. And this is like, let's go into it with a healing heart instead. So right now, if you're in a relationship and it's just not working out, stop judging or blaming the other person or yourself for the wrong. And instead go into your high priestess mode. Go into your heart, into your intuition. Like, she's not really a heart, but she's like Pisces and Cancer, which is all heart to me. So she always seems a little bit colder to me, the high priestess, only because she is so connected to source. So she's not really someone who, because she's just knowing of her heart. She's that is that feeling I have around with her. She doesn't have to get all sobby and like emotional when it comes to what she knows is true in her heart. And that's how I'm feeling here, Gemini. You're being asked to really find a way, the only way you can work with your family, your friends, your partners, your colleagues, whatever. I don't feel like there's colleagues here. It's mostly love in friendship or relationships here. Is if you let go expectation, you let go all these old ways of the way you interacted with people, the way you connected with people, and move into the healing. So I'm going to read the kyanite blue. Also, if it's showing up like throat and heart, I always tell my clients to put a rose quartz on your heart, or a malachite if you have, a green, a jade, anything green or pink on your heart at night or when you're in the bath, just to heal your heart. If you can keep it in your bra during the day, if you're a male, then you can put it on a necklace or keep it in your pocket. And also this kyanite blue, anything blue, lapis, whatever, just to help you speak up, but not harshly, in a healing way. So let's see what comes first here. The divas urge you to be patient and gentle with yourself and accept you are deserving of this love. You may have been feeling unwell, had an injury, or a more serious sickness. The card indicates relief is coming and healing is at hand. Do what you can to help in this healing process. You may be receiving a constant message to slow down, relax, and start to make more healthy choices around your food and lifestyle. It's important to hear the intuitive message from your soul. It's important to listen and action these changes to assist your healing process. You're being encouraged to let go of old ways and let the light of healing into all aspects of your being. Be loving and patient with yourself as you embark on this powerful journey. Let go of the old. The kyanite, which is the throat, exactly. Oh, wow. Perfect. I didn't read these things. As we journey through life, we collect and hold on to old belief systems, ideas, emotions, feelings, and experiences that have hurt or affected us in some way or another. You may be currently feeling held down by old baggage, negative feelings, and thoughts that you have found challenging to let go of. The Divas are here to share with you that the past is now behind you and it's time to detach, release, and let go of all that no longer serves you. Feel yourself releasing all expectations and control and allow yourself to fly high and set yourself free. I mean, it's really beautiful. Really go into your... I always encourage people, and whenever there's something that arises in their life and they can't seem to see straight, to take a journal, a pen, whatever, however you feel like you can express yourself. Write down whatever the hell is coming in your mind. It helps to sort things out. Even, like I said in one of my readings last week, I said, even if you say, you write down white crystal, unicorn, book, painting. That's all that's coming in your mind. Just write it down. There's a reason for everything that comes to fruition on paper. Your spoken word has a lot of power. That's why letting go with your spoken word, but be sure that it's a healing energy coming out. There is a disruption coming towards you. This is a stuck feeling, but it's necessary for you to surface, for it to come to surface so that you can release it. So whether it's in a relationship, a job, like I said, I keep thinking it's more relationships. Listen in to source, because they have messages for you all the time, and let go of all these old ways of doing. I think that is where we're heading anyways. So I'm gonna get you a full moon message from a beautiful Gemini. And trust yourself and trust your journey. Like I said in the beginning, trust your process. Don't get heady about it. Ooh, I think Taurus just got this. Make time for self-love. I love it. Make time to love yourself, to love your children, to love your parents, to love your family, your friends, but mostly yourself. Because once you can heal you, your heart, then it gets easier to connect with your high priestess. And it also helps you to let go and to speak what it is that you want in your life without other people's limitations. When the chaos and the disruption happens in your life, instead of being fearful of it, go towards the light. See it as a lesson. See it as a stepping stone that you need to go through to see clearly. Everything happens for a reason. Trust your plan, my beautiful Gemini. This was a very good reading. You're not alone in feeling all like cray, because everybody is going through this right now. So just trust your process is all I can say. I love you. Check your rising and your moon, your Venus and Mars and Jupiter, whatever you want, and check that if you would like to see other messages. And do check my introduction. I have some nice giveaway information for you, and I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Cancer. So we got Foggy Bog, Patience. So Foggy Bog would feel like it's like unclear, your path is obstructed. But the fact that this pelican, which I should have researched before I got onto this second video, which I'm not sure, I think it's a pelican, I'm pretty sure it is, is standing in the water, very calm, very there's no harriedness about it, there's no stress about this pelican, with the beautiful sun activating it in the background. I feel like maybe some of you might feel like you're on this right path, and then things are just slowing down for you. Things are just not moving as fast as you want. But this whole thing feels to me like patience is a virtue. Patience, like, be patient. Trust, I keep saying this to everybody now, but trust your process. Trust your journey. If something's at a standstill, if it's a relationship, if it's a job, if it's in school, if it's money coming in or whatever, is there, or your friends are just not aligning with you, or they are, whatever there is, there's like a little bit of a obstacle in the road, let it be. Instead of like trying to get yourself around it, on top of it, under it, it's like, I feel like the energies out there are just like, let things go. Stand in the water, stand in your emotions, and allow them to flow by you, through you. So this week I'm doing a little different. I'm doing like a whole bunch of different cards just because I feel like it. And here is this beautiful card that shows up with a beautiful bee on her third eye and a scarab on her throat. Just gorgeous, because scarab is all about like speaking your truth and expression. So anyways, sorry, big bold vision. Beautiful, beautiful card. It almost feels to me like something is coming. It's like working. It's working its way towards you, Cancer. And you've been probably putting a lot of effort into something, or maybe investing in something, or visualizing something, and this shows up and says your hard work is going to pay off. The hardworking bee, hardworking, things are gonna come to you. Keep your vision alive. Keep dreaming big. Stuff is coming. I love it. I like it a lot. So then we got the fairy stone, fertility. I remember getting this because I was like, wow, this is kind of specific. And when I went to pull another one, they were like, no, this is the only one. So fertility could be, some of you are trying to get pregnant. That could be something happening for you. But fertility is like rebirth. It's birth. Right? Birthing of a new project, birthing of new abundance, birthing of new love. Fertility, it takes 9 to 10 months for a baby to be born. Patience is what a mother has waiting for her baby to be born. Patience is what the baby has in the belly. This is what is coming in here, asking you to be patient. Wait, something great is coming your way. And we got the Queen of Wands, which is not a very slow energy, which is Aries. And the Queen of Materials, which is a Capricorn energy, which is money and career. And the Three of Wands, again, not a very slow energy. It's so very interesting here. But it's not like they're super fast energies. If it was a Swords energy, then you'd be like, oh, wow. The Wands energy is more an inspired action. It's more of like putting a lot of passion into your next steps. Like kind of a big, bold vision. It would be the Queen of Wands. It's exactly that kind of energy. It's like, you have that vision board, then think big. Like, imagine the most that you can imagine in your life. Like, go for it, kind of thing. The Queen of Wands would go for it because she believes that eventually it will come true, because she believes in herself that much. She believes in her process. And the Queen of Pentacles is like Capricorn, but you know, it's like, these could be mother figures in your life, mentors in your life. These are like earth signs, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That's relevant for you. But both queens, like queen's energy is, I'm going to stick to it being a feminine energy. So any feminine in your life that you look up to, that is can help you with money management, can help you further your career along, further with your, this could also be you, by the way, but this is also someone who inspires you to go on to the next step and to take that bold step into the journey. There's just this feeling here for me, Cancer, and like I said, it could be you embracing that within you and loving that and honoring that part of you. Because the Three of Wands speaks to me of moving forward, making that decision to move forward, and letting the dominoes fall as they fall. It's a kind of it's really actually beautiful here. You're being guided in a wonderful way, that everything that you've worked for in your life up to now, every effort that you've put in, Cancer, is actually coming into fruition for you in like the boldest way, in the most beautiful way that you can't even imagine. It's coming. So have faith in wherever you've put your effort in, and wherever, and if you've put effort into something and it's not coming to fruition, then it's not meant for your plan. It's not meant for you. That's something we put so much expectation on something because we think that this is the way it should be, and it's like, no, it's not. So just move on. But for you, I feel like there is something happening that is beautiful. Let me go into the fairy stone. Let's see what the fairy stone has to tell you. Oh, look at this. For everybody who lives here, fairy stone is found only on the banks of the sacred rivers in northern Quebec in Canada. I come from Quebec, so that's why I'm saying this. This unique and very rare stone is a true gift from the land and is recognized as being extremely sacred by the local Native American people, as they understand its powerful medicine. As you connect deeply to this sacred stone, you will receive the blessings of good health, prosperity, and fertility. I love it even more. Each idea, new creation, or new seed that you decide to plant will grow with love and vigor and will certainly manifest into success at this time. The deals are encouraging you to dream big and allow your heart's desires to come into fruition. Know and trust that this is the perfect time for you as you manifest your heart's content. If you're about to embark on a new journey, whether it be career, relationship, or new direction, this card is a sign that the time is right and the decision to move forward is a positive one. Like, come on, but be patient because it's coming. I just freaking love this, Cancer. I think you're like getting back on the groove again. And I kind of like it, so kudos to you for bringing that energy. Cancer, for the full moon in Virgo, please. What is their message? Alrighty. Step into your power. Like I said, that feels exactly like this. It's like you're moving into something super duper great. And oh, look how beautiful my nails look. I think it's I just want you to know that after this reading, just sit with this energy and like feel it into your heart and trust it as you move forward. I'm definitely gonna find this fairy stone and maybe sell this on our website because I think this is beautiful and it comes from my hometown, so I like it. All right, my beautiful Cancer, if this didn't resonate, which I hope it does because I really feel like it does for a lot of you, go check your rising and your moon, but you're also going to check your other what am I saying? Other signs? No. Yeah, your other signs. Oh my God. Because the loss of words, if you didn't listen to my intro, you can listen to, signs just for other messages. Like, because like if you go to see where your Venus lands in your birth chart. Maybe that's more about love and relationships. You can see what's going on there. So go into my intro as well to check out the beautiful giveaway I'm giving. I've given out. So go check that out. And I will see you next week. I love you, Cancer, and be patient and love the process. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Leo, and welcome to this reading. Our overall energy was acceptance. Acceptance is a really easy word to say, but not an easy thing to do. Acceptance is accepting yourself for every weakness and flaw that you think is a weakness and flaw, right? How it is deemed in the outside world as a flaw. Like, acceptance is accepting the way you look, the way, where you are in your status, how you're living your life, accepting others as well. So it's a very powerful energy, acceptance, because a lot of us condescend to ourselves, berate ourselves, blame ourselves for where we are, where we're not, and compare ourselves to other people, like say, oh well, I don't have as much money as them, I don't look good as them, I don't dress like them, I can't have this, I can't this, but so what, right? That doesn't mean you're lesser than. And we have this really distorted way of looking at things in this world, where money seems to be like so important, and we need to live up to these financial standards of living, or travel the world living, or look like a model living. It's like, or whatever. Accepting yourself and your journey holds you back from judgment of self and judgment of others as well, but it keeps you in your own bubble, which is kind of what we need to do. We need to be working on ourselves and trusting ourselves. So, oh, sorry, this is Cancer. So let's see what the cards have to say for you. She feels she knows, which is so interesting with this acceptance. It's like really trusting yourself here again. Are you listening to your emotions? Are you listening to that gut? Are you listening to those instincts? Because she feels she knows, or he feels he knows, is that you're not tapping in to that knowing inside yourself. Or maybe you are, and good for you if you are. Let's just see what else there is. Rose quartz, inner child. Wow, Leo, this is a profound one. The Ten of Swords energy. The Queen of Swords energy, which is the Libra energy. And the Six of Swords, Leo, these are all swords energy. So what is a sword energy? Is mental energy. Is thought, overthinking, over worrying, over like anxiety, mental stress. And there's this feeling of, this is a Ten of Swords, which is like, and like a lot, you're putting a lot of stress on yourself. You're blaming yourself for probably things that that stem from childhood, or stem from deep within yourself, within your soul, and they're coming up. And that's why this acceptance is here. It's like, okay, all this like blame and shame and judgment and hatred and anger that's coming up, Leo, it's okay. Go and love that inner child of yours. Be aware of that inner work that you have to do. The only way to release this is to be aware of it. that is, it's interesting. I'm going to see that she feels she knows to maybe get a better insight to this. It's kind of the situation you find yourself in right now may not be one of joy, but in time you will understand more of the bigger picture. You will come to see why things are happening as they are and how you are being helped onto the next stage of your path, even though it may look like an obstacle right now. You are being asked to think in terms of long-term happiness. This is a stage of preparation and building a foundation that will hold you strong and centered as your creative journey unfolds and your life path becomes ever more brilliant and luminous. So keep plugging away, remain patient, but most of all, be hopeful and trust in the light you sense ahead of you. For it is the light that is within you, simply revealed more fully. And all that is happening now is happening to that end. Well, trust your process. With this, I feel like you are struggling a bit. You have some inner, personal struggles when it comes to relationships, when it comes to where you are in your life right now. With all these energies coming in, maybe you're like, what is going on? And the Queen of Swords is showing up, and it's like, pick up that sword of truth. Slice through the bullshit. Stand in your knowing. Accept who you are. Accept who you are. That is like powerful. So many of us just see the bad in us, ourselves. We never look at the good. And if we look at the good, it's so superficial. I'm feeling, I'm like, maybe because this inner child is here, I'm feeling the feels for you right now, Leo. I mean, because I'm a Leo rising, maybe. But I feel like you are going on a trek right now of peeling away the layers that are holding you down, that are keeping you from living the life that you want to live. And you're doing it, a lot of you are living this life because of external validation. And the Six of Swords shows up. The Six of Swords is an Aquarius. The Six of Swords is energy of like leaving something behind. You see that the swords are now, the Ten of Swords, the swords are deeply set in her back, which is like obligation and shoulds. Usually your back, finances, and like carrying the weight of others on you. And the Six of Swords is like, no, man, I'm done with that. I gotta just let it go. I gotta move into something that is good for me and just me, not like everybody else. It's time to love yourself way more than you are. I know that, Leo, I always joke that you are loving yourself and you're loving life, and maybe you are loving life, but something's coming up inside, and instead of like flicking it away, where you're being asked to face it and harness this Queen of Swords, who does face it, and with a sword in her hand, because she's a warrior goddess, and she's like, yo, I'm not here to play around. I'm gonna slice right through this mental shit. I'm gonna go into my heart. I'm going to work through it, walk through the density that we are all walking through in this collective, but do it with my heart and listen to my heart, because you know what to do. All right, my beautiful Leo, this was powerful. Okay, let's get a full moon in Virgo. Oh, it already came out, so I'm just gonna pull it out. Wow, this is your full moon in Virgo. Go for it. Go for what? Go for your release of these old energies. Go for whatever it is you want to do in your life, because you're too much in other people's shadows. Or you're, I don't like to shit on our shadow, by the way, because our shadow is part of ourselves. But love your shadow. Accept the shadow side of you, because it's just as important as your light side. Your dark and your light, bring them together, because they are both important in your life. Accept who you are. Trust your journey. Beautiful reading. So I love you, my beautiful Leos. Feels like up to now, a lot of healing is going on this week. Probably because we are coming into this spring equinox, and it's about releasing ourselves. The winter was for us to face our fears or face our challenges. Spring, we're still going to be facing a lot of shit, but at least we can come in with a different perspective. Because April is going to be a freaking miraculous month of collective healing. So everyone is getting ready for it. So do the work that you need to do, my beautiful lions. Check your rising and your moon and your Venus if you need other messages, if this didn't resonate. Also, go check my introduction, because I do give some beautiful gift in the giveaway for all of you people. So I love you, and I will see you next week. All right, bye. Hello, my beautiful Virgo. We got Eagle Spirit, freedom. Freedom. So freedom, I don't know if I said this in any of your things, but last time I saw freedom, it just reminds me of George Michael. If you don't know who George Michael is, please Google that. So, Eagle Spirit. Eagle soaring high, rising up above. Eagles can rise up above at least 10,000 feet. So they have vision, a big vision. This feels to me like it's time to let go of expectations that you put on yourself, expectations other people have put on yourself. It's time to, like, the eagle doesn't care about other people, right? He is the master bird, or she, or however you want to, what gender you want to leave that eagle to be. But it's like it's the bird of the United States, of independence and freedom and liberation. So I'm feeling like some of you are just needing to let go and just be free of all this limiting beliefs, all these boundaries that you put on yourself. This is your full moon here. It's perfect time for this to come. Release and let that shit go. So let's see what's going on. We have 17. What is already with you? What is already with you? I love this card for you right now. With all these butterflies, which is liberation, which is freedom. What is already with you is like, you don't believe in yourself. You keep looking for answers from someone else, guidance from somewhere else, but it's all within you. Everything is with you. I'm going to read what this says because I love this book. You hold in your hand that which you seek. In other words, the pair of spectacles you have been rummaging around the house for are sitting on top of your head. What you are seeking, perhaps by exploring far and wide, is actually right under your nose. You may not like this idea. It is so much more wonderful to imagine there is something yet to find. Of course, there is unlimited creative potential and always something more than can be. Yet in this instance, it is important for you to know that you already have what you need and what you want. That doesn't mean it's the end of the story, although it does ask you to give up the fantasy that a perfect solution lies in the future somewhere. Interesting. Don't make the mistake of believing that what you need is behind you, lies with another, or is yet to appear. You have all that you need to take the next step in your life, and from that, all else will flow. You are more than ready than you think you are. You are more prepared than you realize. You don't need an entire army of resources to move ahead. although you may find that when you do move, many resources suddenly become apparent. All that you need in this moment is just one sweet act of nourishment. That is enough to take you out of backwards nostalgia or regret and forward into what is waiting you now. Be brave, dig deep within, and enjoy the sweet surrender. Virgo, can you do that? Believe that you have it all within you. You don't need other people to give you that validation. You need other people to give you that guidance or advice, because it's all inside you and you already know it. So we have Tiger's Eye, courage, which is kind of nice right now. Have that courage to do what you need to do in your life. Dioptase, I don't know if I ever say that right. Heart healing. So some of you might be experiencing a breakup or an issue within a family or friend or something, or just you. The Two of Pentacles, there's a choice that you made or having to make. Well, you got 4 of them. The Three of Swords, which is heart healing, which we'll put under there. The King of Wands, which is a Leo energy. And the Justice card, Libra energy. Well, it's very interesting here, because what I see here is with the King of Wands energy, that could be, if you're single, there is someone in your life, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that may have caused the healing of a heart healing to, you may cause why you need to like heal your heart, may cause this Three of Swords energy to happen in your life. But it almost feels like it's not important for you to dwell on it. Like justice will be served in a kind of in a way. There's a feeling of you having to, you're trying to make choices in your life, but the choices that you're making are both beneficial for you. There's a lot of things going on here. I definitely feel like some of you have are in a little bit of a situation where your heart is broken or shattered, or there's regret or disappointment, betrayal. But it's like far out, like it's not like the main focus of this reading, because I feel like it almost had to happen in your life for you to find that courage inside you, for you to realize that I have what it takes to be alone right now, or I have what it takes to move into my next journey. I can take on this King of Wands energy, which is find love and passion in whatever it is that's coming my way. Put my energies in that. Step away from my need for perfectionism, Virgo. Step away from this like perfect life I've set up in my head. Instead, just let it go and go with the flow. Because like I said in many readings, and maybe at the beginning I might have said this, but we're all in this journey. We are all a unique journey that we're on. Your journey is not the same as the other Virgo journey, and neither as the Aries or the Libra or the whatever in your life. We're all on different journeys. It almost has nothing to do with our signs. But you're being asked to find this balance within yourself of you're being asked to find the love within yourself. And I know that you love yourself, Virgo. You do, actually. you love a lot of yourself, but there's some here that they're not believing in themselves, and that's why this Three of Swords is showing up. It doesn't have to always be about the love. I think it's you that's like almost putting a lot of pressure on yourself to be that King of Wands energy. so that everybody says, oh wow, Virgo, she's so good, like he's so good, he has so much courage, he's got it all together. Oh yeah, it's just like, no, you don't need to say it to the world either. I don't know, I just feel like you're kind of battling with yourself a bit here, and you don't realize the courage that you have, that when it comes to approaching certain situations in your life, you don't realize how you have so much heart and healing to give to other people and to yourself, because it's all within you, and you're blinded by that a bit, and you get really caught up in your stories, you get caught up in your narratives, or in the narrative out there, and you're not like going within, because you have it all there. The justice card feels like could be also, some of you are dealing with some contracts or negotiation, divorce, separation, something legal, or arrests maybe. I don't know. There's something that is, it could also be a will, a testament, estate with this Three of Swords energy, heartbreak, heart healing. You need the courage to go through it. Maybe someone's passed on in your life, or you're going through that motion of something happening in your life. Maybe something, or it could be a bankruptcy, or a loss of a job. There is something that you've hit a stumbling block, and it is painful for you. And I'm not going to negate this pain for you and the suffering, but I feel like you have the tenacity and the capacity to move through this very easily, but don't brush it by. Instead, dive into your heart a bit and heal the wound so this doesn't return again. Like maybe you could kind of channel this King of Wands energy, which is this fiery energy, very confident energy, knowing, very courageous energy, stepping into the fire of life and doing things because he knows that it's all within him. He knows that it's like the only person in his way would be him. The way he's looking at things, the way, right? The only reason I bring the Justice card is because it's a Libra, it's an air, it's mental. The mind is in the way here for you, my beautiful Virgos. But we're asking you to go into your heart and to release that person, that situation, that area of life, that a storyline. Release that which is not fulfilling you, and be the eagle and soar above it, and watch it and observe it from the outside and say, okay, this person is like this, or this situation just didn't work out, it's better for me, so now I can move on. Like maybe it was it had to happen this way so that I could see, and I could, okay, we're all here on an experience of life, not to take things personally, just to move along with it. You know, when we start to let things flow and not get so stuck on situations, on people, on that whole blame game, shame game, all that, oh my God, it's so liberating. You are an eagle, and you are being told that you have it all inside you. So let's find our way through this. I like this tiger's eye courage, because it kind of feels like a Leo again. So if there's a Leo in your life, then that could be someone that you need to go out to and reach out to for some healing energies. but I know, like, I'm telling you, there is like a little bit of a stumbling block for you maybe this week, but go into yourself, stop taking things personally, and trust your instincts. Things are going to work out for you. Wow. Every reading is like super intense. Okay, so your full moon in Virgo is very important for you because this is your card. This is your sign. What do they need to know as they navigate this heaviness over here? It's exactly as I breathe. Take a breather. Take a breather. Take a breather. Look at this gorgeous card together. Take a breather and heal your heart. Trust yourself. I'm going to give you an extra reading. Whatever is here. I'm going to give you an extra reading for this full moon because I love you guys. So an extra message for full moon in Virgo for Virgo. From our angel gods and goddesses. This one. Angel of Vision. Someone is not revealing part of the story. Trust your feelings over what others say. Oh my God. Trust yourself. Who cares what they're saying about you? Who cares what they're doing? Who cares what they're feeling? Because trust yourself. I love it. All right, my beautiful Virgos. If this didn't resonate, like I say every week, go check your other the rising, the moon, the Venus, the Mercury, whatever it is that you're needing to get information. Maybe you could go look at where else Virgo shows up in your chart and look at that. If Virgo shows up in like I'd have to go and explain everything to you, but like, let's say a Virgo shows up in Venus, that's love, so you can look at Taurus or Libra. If it shows up in Mercury, then that's Gemini, Virgo, like, you know, so every planet, if it shows up in Jupiter, then that's Sagittarius, so you can go look that up if you want. If you want, ask me a question in where it shows up in YouTube, and I'll answer and I'll tell you which sign to look up. All right. So if you didn't listen to the intro, I have given a beautiful gift to everyone who left a comment last week. So go check that out and in the intro. And I love you. Have a good week. Trust yourself. Take a breather. Listen in to the eagle eye that you have. Listen in to that power of the eagle that you are. It's time to fly. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Libra. We got retreat. As we head into summer, I found this card very interesting. The spirit guardian of winter. It's like, no spring for you, Libras, because why this card comes out is in the winter time. What do we do in the winter? We enclose ourselves in our homes, or we go to chalets, we go into snow globes. Maybe some of you are going on a retreat because come March 20th, not the whole world is without snow, so maybe you're being asked to go on a retreat in the snow. But this also feels to me like some of you are being asked to work on yourselves a little bit more. There's still some work to do when it comes to relationships, when it comes to your career path, when it comes to your path that you're on now, whatever it is, there's something that is calling your name to go and hide in that bubble of yours. So, oops, sorry. Let's see what's going on with you. So, we got going beyond normal, We like that, Libra, right? We don't like to be normal. What a gorgeous card, though. Look at this card. Beautiful. Ancient Wisdom Crystal. Ancient Wisdom. Maybe we need to look into our ancestry. The Hangman, which is ruled by Neptune, which is right now with the full moon in Virgo, and they're aligned together, so that could be interesting. Neptune is this like looking beyond the illusion. The Two of Cups energy, which is a soulmate energy, and the Six of Cups energy. Six of Cups speaks of childhood, nostalgia, maybe with your ancestors, maybe something coming in from your past. I'm gonna have to read this, going beyond normal. So let's see what this has to say for us. On the path of life, there are deciding moments where we can choose to go with the mainstream, or we can dare to take a bolder, more authentic and trusting way, even if it seems riskier or less safe. You are currently approaching such a choice point. Placing science or architecture above all else kills off the rebellious heart. Steadfastly relying on logic, proof, and a complete set of plans to measure and dictate outcomes will suffocate the soul. Basing decisions on limited factors with an imbalanced measure of success is unnecessarily limiting. This approach prevents us from living freely, spontaneously, and with trust so that we can rebel against the need for things to go strictly according to plan. Interesting. To remain rebellious, we must not sacrifice the art of emotion, instinct, passion, and intuition for the science of logic and strict planning. You are being asked to stay open in the intuitive approach in your life, your work, your creativity, as well as in your spiritual journey. You may have pressures around you from the world or from your own conditioned nature to do things according to the rules, to a deadline, or to accepted mainstream view that you need, a well thought out plan for success in a commercial venture. However, sometimes the best plan is to do what feels intuitively truthful in the moment, in the trust that you are being led towards your own growth. Ooh, this is kind of interesting. This is exactly what's going on right now out there. But going beyond normal is like stepping outside of the box, which is kind of what you do anyways, my beautiful Libras. But yet you have the Hangman here. The Hangman speaks to me is like, a lot of you want to step outside the box. A lot of you are tired of storylines and the narratives they're playing out there, or within your own life as well. And yet, because with this retreat, it's almost like you're even tired of rebelling. Maybe some of you are like, I'm just like, I don't know what to feel anymore. I don't know how to be anymore. Wow. And so I'm going to read the ancient wisdom as well because ancient wisdom. These powerful crystals hold within them the love and wisdom of the universe. Over time, they've been programmed with sacred wisdom and knowledge of the past, present, and future. As this information is ready to be received, these crystals find their way into the hearts and hands of humanity, unlocking the ancient secrets of existence. Once you've experienced a connection with an ancient wisdom crystal, you will receive a deep understanding of this knowledge and wisdom already lies within. The doorway to this ancient wisdom has now been unlocked, activating your soul's memory as you recall and access a deep-seated knowing to guide your life. Everything you require to move forward or deal with the situation is already present, and you are encouraged to connect to the wisdom, to believe in yourself, and to action this in your life. Interesting. So, I mean, if you can get your hands on an ancient wisdom crystal, go for it. But for me, when I see this ancient wisdom, it feels to me like ancestors. When I see the Six of Cups energy showing up, it feels like perhaps you have some past lifetime karma showing up in your life and you're not knowing how to deal with it. I'm not trying to plug myself, but you can always reach out for me an Akashic record reading, or you can go somewhere else, but it always helps to be able to understand your patterns and your behaviors in your life. There is this feeling of you almost like waiting around. I feel like some of you are waiting around for your soulmate, your twin flame to come in, and it's like, it's not important. We put so much importance on these soulmates and twin flames, and it's what's more important is you. Is you finding yourself, going within and loving yourself unconditionally, without judgment. And maybe the hangman is showing up and it's like, maybe it's time to take back this moment, like go back, stand outside, or just hang there if you must, and look at things around you and understand things. What is going on with me? Maybe I need to go retreat and like figure out my next steps in my life, or just better understand what is going on inside me. Why are all these judgments? I don't know if you listen to my intro, but I talk about mirrors. Like, look at the mirrors around you and try to understand what is happening with you. Why are you getting triggered? Why are you remaining somewhere that's not working out? Like the whys of your world. And a lot of you maybe are like, which you are, because Libra is an air sign, so you're more rebellious of all the other signs. You do tend to think differently, more creatively, more outside the box, but some of you are kind of stuck in it. And maybe you're focusing too much on your relationships and being with the one and the one and the one, when you realize you are the one that is the most important person right now, not this other person. And you could be in a relationship right now and it's really good, or it's not good, and you're like, maybe there's a one out there. It's like when you come into your mastery of who you are, then all of this like external crapola means nothing. And I really feel like you are being I don't know if you listened to my last week intro. I talk about how we are merging all of the 12 dimensions of ourselves into one physical body, and this is what is happening here. There's a remembrance of self showing up for you, and you're like, I don't know what to believe anymore, right? I'm changing. My physical is changing, my spiritual, my way of looking at things is changing, and maybe this card is actually very pertinent right now for you. I feel like a lot of you are a bit confused. A lot of it are not where you want to be in your life right now, because you are not judging yourself, but maybe you're judging yourself, but you're being critical with yourself. And you know, the Two of Cups shows up here. There could be a twin flame or a soulmate coming in. I'm not saying that it isn't. I just feel like it's not really the focus over here. It could be more self-love as well. Is loving the two parts of you, the polarities of you. We all have polarity in us, light and dark, right? Our shadow self, our light self, and we put this like this barrier between the two of them. We say the shadow. The shadow is like to be embraced. The good, the bad, the right, the wrong. This is because we live in this world that's created this polarity. But instead of like merging the two and actually accepting the wrong and the whatever, the crapola, right? And saying, yeah, that's okay, that's part of me. Because with the ancient wisdom, the ancestor, and the Six of Cups energy, if we go back into our past lifetimes, like I've done for many people, everybody has murdered, everybody has like done very bad things in their past lives, and they come into this life with shame instead of realizing it's just an experience, because it means nothing. And we put a lot of attachment to this. Instead it here is saying it's time to take that break and put more meaning on you, Libra. On what it is that you want in your life. Where do you want to go? Think about you. When you think about you first, you're able to help other people. Until then, there is no healing other people. Healing yourself is what we are doing here on this earth, because we are broken. Because of our past, because of our future selves, we are broken. So work on you. Take that time to retreat and help yourself. Wow. This is like, these readings have been really wow to me. Okay, so this is your full moon in Virgo message for my beautiful Libra. What is it that they need to release, please? Oh, okay. New moon in Leo, shine. It says shine, but what are we releasing? Leo is the I am card. It's the sun card. It's the self-image card. It's like, what are people going to say about me if I don't do this? That's what it is. And it's like, heal yourself, then you can shine. Love yourself. Love every part of yourself, Libra. Whatever it is that's holding you back from moving into a journey or a step or a path or whatever it is, and maybe take the time to look at it. Understand why you're stuck in a situation, in a relationship, in a project, in a whatever. Learn to love you, both sides of you, every facet of you. Because every facet of you is deserving of being loved. So, I like it. Shine it. Go to that retreat. All right, my beautiful Libra. Like I say every week, it's a different week, right? And there's a different aspect that we need to pay attention to. So you can go ahead and check your rising, your Venus and your Mars, whatever it is. But if this is triggering to you, then it could mean that there's something that you need to pay attention to. So if you haven't checked my intro yet, I've given away some gifts there in the giveaways. So go check that out, or I'll see you next week. I love you, Libra. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Scorpio. We got the happiness card, which I love, love, love for you, because my ear is blocked. What does that mean? There's a message coming in. Happiness to me speaks of just happiness. What else can you say about this card? It's like some of you are coming into your own. Some of you have gone through trials and tribulations. We know that you have. And you're just like feeling good about yourself. And if you're not feeling good about yourself right now, then know that this is coming as a message to you to say, hey, look at the brighter side of things. Things are picking up for you, my beautiful Scorpios. Sing the song that you want out loud. Spread the joy. Share the kindness. It just feels so good to me. I love it for you. I'm so excited that it's here. So what is here for you? We got restore and replenish, which is in the number 11 card. Awesome. Ooh, Libyan gold tektite manifestation. Look, it keeps getting better. I love it. The magician, which is manifestation. Okay, come on, Scorpio, we got this. The 10 of Pentacles, which is money and abundance. And the 6 of Cups, childhood, someone coming in from your past. Okay, like, I don't know, I'm so excited for you. This is awesome. All that hard work you put in these past few months. My ear is like really blocked. There's this feeling of you like maybe you're starting to manifest things in your life. Maybe things are coming towards you. You haven't realized it. If not, then put out those intentions, because this is the week for you to manifest things into reality, to bring things up. To you want that abundance to come in, then go ahead and speak it. Like, be careful the I am. So when I keep saying I am wealthy, I am abundant, make sure that it's coming from 100% feeling of that. You really do feel that. If you don't 100% feel that, then they'll come back and give you a little lesson. So be careful of that. But feel into this abundance of family and love and togetherness. And I just feel like maybe some of you are going to get a return on investments. Maybe taxes coming in. There's money coming in for you. Or just not even money. It's just this feeling of like replenishment, restoration of self, of love. You're maybe some of you are on a retreat. You're relaxing. You're taking time off. You're on vacation. You're doing something for yourself. This is what's like, go and do something that will replenish your soul. That'll make you happy. What will make you happy? Would it be going to a spa? Would it be going on into a chalet or a cottage retreat, or going to the beach, wherever it is? This just feels to me like nature is calling you. Or sleep. Do lots of sleep, resting. We have a lot of incoming energies. It's so wild. From here to April, we're having like tons of energies coming in. But here, this manifestation to me feels like you're on the right path. You're doing what you need to be doing. Like I said, set out those intentions. If you're working on a project or a job or something, there's something coming to fruition, or a relationship. You have like the potential to bring in whatever it is that you want. And it's so funny because this restore and replenish is so calming, and then the Magician is a really fast energy. It's the planet of Mercury. So it'll be a whirlwind week for you. Lots of like joy coming your way. The Six of Emotions is like maybe you are someone coming in from your past who's going to help you. Maybe they're going to offer you an opportunity. Maybe they're going to come in from your past, or maybe not really not nice to say this, but maybe it could be like a will or a testament. That is, you're getting money coming in. There could be you spending time with people from your childhood that's restorative for you and restful for you. There's just a very positive and forward-moving energy, and it feels like all these efforts that you've made in the past to all this heavy energies that you had to deal with is all coming to like, is all blooming for you. And like your soul tribe is coming in, and like you're meeting new people that are aligned with you, maybe not even aligned with you, but it's just feeling good. Maybe it's a springtime thing as well, but you're definitely coming into some sort of money, or like a home that you've always wanted to, or a trip that you always wanted to take, or like Six of Emotions, something you've been working on in your past, like when you were younger, you were working on something and you let it go, and it's like manifesting itself in your life, and you're like, oh, maybe I should have trusted the process and allowed it to come to fruition. So it's this kind of thing happening here. I can't even, like, it's just really beautiful. And the it's like a Virgo energy. The Six of Cups is you, Scorpio, and the Magician is Gemini, Virgo. So two Virgo energies showing up, which is kind of nice because it's a full moon in Virgo. So perhaps you're releasing all this heavy energies, and you're moving into this abundance, and moving into this more expansive way of looking at things. And it's all going to start to roll in for you. And you deserve it. Out of all of them, you freaking deserve this, man, Scorpio. So let's get a full moon in Virgo message for you. Oh, that was fast. Look at this. You got a full moon in Taurus, which is your opposite sign. Detoxify. It kind of works with this, and it looks the same colors too. It feels like a lot of you are being asked to go into nature, change your diet, change your lifestyle, eat more greens, or just eat whatever it is that feels good in your body. Maybe do some, I really feel like you're needing to sleep more, rest, drink a lot of water, go into the water if you can, like put your feet on the ground. I know that it's not easy for us who live in like Canada with snow in the east. So, but it's feeling good to me. There's like seashells here, so if you can find yourself to the beach. Look at this, I'm itchy on my left hand. What does that mean? I'm receiving money. Right, so you're receiving money, people. Like, it's so interesting. Maybe some of you are manifesting maybe you're going into nutrition as a healing tool for other people. Maybe you are learning to become a nutritionist kind of thing, or herbalism or something. That's that feeling here as well. So, or you work with seashells or flowers. Maybe you're a florist, or plants. Just this feeling of growth, and it's beautiful. So sing your song, my beautiful Scorpio. Continue this trend. Yay! And I will see you. I got everything. Yeah, I will see you in next week. Also check your rising and your moon, and also go to the introduction if you haven't. I'm giving some giveaway prizes to everyone who left a comment last week. So I love you, and I'll see you next week, my beautiful Scorpions. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. We got Sanctuary. Like I said in Instagram, I find this card very interesting because it keeps showing up in your readings, like every week or month. So Sanctuary to me feels like some of you are being asked to replenish your soul with good nutrition, exercise, change your diet, change your lifestyle, find a sanctuary, like a sacred space in your home. Create that, maybe that it's only for you, like a sacred quiet space. It's a go within kind of card, but also there's people here, right? So maybe like find the people that you resonate and love with, and you need that right now. Maybe just hang around that kind of energy for the moment and away from any heavier energies. So I want to see what's going on with you guys. Ooh, I've never got this card. Releasing allegiances. So releasing allegiances feels to me like exactly Sanctuary is like releasing your affiliations with people that maybe bring you down, or just releasing the storylines and the narratives around you. I like that. Okay, let's check this out here. Boji stones, balance. The Ten of Pentacles, which is kind of nice. That's like abundance coming in. The Knight of Pentacles, again money, finances, and the Death card, which is change. I'm going to read right away the releasing allegiances. Ooh, interesting. So, it's time to hold on to your self and let go of another, even if just for a time. You have gained all that was meant to be from that connection, at least for now. You have given and you have received. The need to let go does not deny the value of what has been acquired. It is more that the time has come for greater productivity, creativity, abundance, and consciousness in your life. Trust that you can step into solitude for a time without being consumed by loneliness. It is a time to reconnect with yourself. Perhaps you've had a period of outward orientation where your energy has been diverted away from the inner journey of self-discovery and creative self-expression and into the world of lists, schedules, and demands. Trust that you may need to step back momentarily even from your healthy relationships and commitments to refresh your spirit by reconnecting with your own nature in solitude. That's so funny that this comes out. It's not funny. This is a time for self-love, for paying attention to yourself, for nurturing, holding, and being with you. It doesn't mean you can't love another. It just means you need to turn your attention inwards for a time, for some quality time with you. You will emerge renewed, refreshed, and clearer about your journey and your relationships as a result of this. Whoa. That's like, wow. So this is exactly that. And let's see the Boji stones. What the balance means. Get the balance right. Again, if you don't know Depeche Mode, check that out. Okay, Boji stones. These are shaman stones that have been utilized by the ancient shamans for thousands of years as guidance tools and healing gifts from the earth. These powerful allies assist you in your journey into the world of spirit, where you connect to animal totems and many other medicines and gifts from the spirit world. They are great tools to work with within the soul retrieval process, as they allow for the shaman's energy to stay grounded in the earth plane and help facilitate the shamanic journey. Connecting deeply to the earth is another powerful way to achieve balance. Take time out in nature, breathe deeply as you come back into your center and ground your roots into the heart of the earth. Okay, people, I mean, it's very clear here what's going on here. It's all about you taking that time away. So maybe some of you are being asked to go to a sanctuary, a retreat in nature, alone, to just reorient yourself, realign yourself, ground yourself. As we head into spring, maybe you've dealt with a lot of heavy energies, maybe you've dealt with a lot of releasing. Sorry. This winter, and they're still asking you before we head into spring to do a final release for yourself. It's very clear because every single card so far is saying that. And this death is also that idea of releasing yourself from like old energy, the old ways of doing things. And the Ten of Pentacles almost feels like this is like another sanctuary, like a Stonehenge. It's to go do some rituals or ceremonies for yourself. I'm not looking at the meaning of the card, I'm just looking at the cards themselves. It's like this freeing outside of a cocoon. It's like going and doing these like a solitude things. And the Knight of Pentacles is a loner. He's a loner warrior. He doesn't really need other people. He's very happy on his own to hold his flag and do whatever he needs to do, slowly and steadily. So people, my beautiful Saggies, right now, and not to worry about money. That's what I'm seeing right here, that the Pentacles energy is coming in saying, if you're worried about going to a retreat and like spending money, don't worry about it, because money is all around you. Money is coming towards you. You are really being asked to take time off. This goes to every Sagittarius out there. To rediscover yourself. Perhaps too many of you have been giving yourself to, I already said that, to others, giving your energy to others, and you've forgotten a little bit of you in the mix. So, and if you can't go somewhere, then find, like I said, create a little sacred space in your home where it's just you. And do a little ritual if you want to, if you don't need to do anything like it says here, but tap into why you're needing this. Tap into the choices that you've made. Tap into where you feel depleted of energy. And like I said to Scorpio, do some rest, a lot of rest and hydration, and go with the flow of this process and trust this process. We have 2 Virgo energies here and a Scorpio energy, if that is, and Libra, I would say, with the balance card. So if that's someone you need to reach out to help you through this, otherwise it's alone time. That's what I feel like, solitude. Work through it on your own, which I think that you can do this very well, Saji. You're pretty independent. I think it's a breakthrough moment for you. I don't think, I really believe, I feel like it is a breakthrough moment for you. I really feel it's what you need to step into this new energy that's coming in. Like I spoke to some people, the spring equinox and also April is like a huge shift in the collective. Huge shift of consciousness, but a huge shift of the land as well. So we need to be replenished and restored and ready for this. And this is the time that you need to do for this and for the earth. So I'm going to give you a full moon in Virgo message, my beautiful Scorpios. Did I say Scorpio? Sagittarius? Sorry about that. And I'm going to give you this one. Aw. Know that you are loved. It's so pertinent that comes out because you're being asked to walk away from people that you love and people that, but not like permanently, right? Just to go within. But know that you're loved. You just need to do this for you. This is a you time. And I really am going to stress it. It's so important that we do this because as we head into, like I said, spring and April, a lot of jet energies coming up to the surface. And we need to be ready for it. So take it if you can. If you can do this, do it quickly. All right, my beautiful Scorpio. Oh my God, Scorpio. Okay, if I keep saying Scorpio, that means that you and I might need to look at the Scorpio reading, or maybe there's a Scorpio coming in your life. Wait, the Scorpio here. So I love you, Sagittarius, and I will see you next week. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also, I did a little giveaway, a gift. So go check out that in the introduction, and I will see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Capricorn. We got Bluebell Fairy, gratitude. So gorgeous. I want to read it from the book. Appreciation for everything flows through you in great bounty. Cherish the preciousness of life and everyone and everything around you, and miracles will be abound. In addition to gratitude, bluebells are thought to symbolize humility. As you step into the soft, gentle energy of humbleness, you'll find that your gratitude for even the smallest things in life expands. Bluebells open the door to magic. In the spring, which is coming, bluebells grow throughout the woodlands in a lush carpet, and you can feel the magic simply by being near. All right, so go and check out your bluebells. Gratitude, like I said, is a beautiful practice to bring in great energies to yourself and to others. Let's see what the 6 is 222 is this year. It's kind of a beautiful energy right there. Let's see what's coming up for you. Come to life. Interesting. Agate, healthy body. Well, right there we have like exercise and health here. So 9 of Cups, gorgeous. Wishes and fulfillments coming true. 3 of Materials, cooperation and community. And the 5 of Swords. A little bit of a snag in the road here. So let me read what Coming to Life has for us, since I've never gotten this card ever before. You are the most sacred of all sacred artworks. You are bringing yourself to life now, and this is how it must be. Of course, something being essential doesn't mean it will always be easy. You must support yourself and have courage during this process. Your monkey mind is not to run the show. It might have a lot to say, and at times it seems very convincing, but is not the one in charge. Capricorn. Your mind can inspire you with ideas. However, it is the real you that speaks through your rebellious sacred heart and is living your life, not the monkey mind. The mind is not much more than a swirling cacophony of habitual reactions. Coming to life means feeling. It might bring joy, but it could equally bring sadness, rage, or fear. It could bring all of these and more. Feelings will come and go quite swiftly when allowed to flow. You might need to paint, write, enact rituals, sing or dance your feelings to help the energy flow. Don't hold back and create the space for yourself to do it. I like that. You can support your own process by scheduling time for yourself and keeping to it like you would the most important date with destiny. So get to writing in your journal, do your dances, paint your pictures, create your creations, be kind to your body, listen to it and let it be alive. Even in times of pain, know that there will always be ecstasy and bliss as the process of healing and awakening continues. The message of this oracle is be alive. I love it. It's so interesting that the healthy body shows up because they're calling. So maybe some of you are monkey minding, right? You're overthinking, you're over worrying, you're putting way too much attention to an area of your life that doesn't probably require that much attention, and yet you're like and monkey mind also means like multitasking, right? So all over the place. It's very Capricorn. Oh, like thinking, doing for everybody, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, can you like just chill and take care of your body? We need your body, right? I keep telling everybody your physical body is so important right now, as is the one that's in the process of ascension. So we need this body as healthy as possible. Drink that water, rest, sleep, do nothing, Capricorn. Can you do that? You can sing and dance and paint and do all that creative stuff, but this is a message coming here asking you to be grateful for your life and what it no matter where you are in your life, by the way. Like if you're like not with a huge home, and if you're not with a lot of money in the bank, there's a reason for it. Everything was set out for you by you. There's a reason why it's like that, and don't worry about that. You can change that around with mindset, with belief in the heart, and it doesn't matter, because where we're heading, it does not matter. So this is coming in, and it's like happiness is coming your way, fulfillment is coming your way. Maybe you're going to work with community, you're going to work with other people, maybe you are working with other people, maybe it's your family and your job, and it's like maybe you need to come and sing and dance and create community work, or come together, like maybe you're being asked to do that, to join now that we can do a lot more, join a Zumba class, a tango class, do something outside of your home. Come to life. What does that mean to you? There's resistance though with the Five of Swords here. There could be resistance from someone else outside of you for you making these moves in your life, making these changes, doing something that is for you. Helping you, like the creating, the singing, dancing, it's all you. It's like it's a you thing and not a for other people thing. I feel like you will meet some pushback within your partnership, within your company, within your friends and family, but this doesn't matter, because you matter, and we need you with healthy body, and we need you with a healthy soul. And if it means gathering with your friends, and it means coming together. Three of materials could also be a project that you want to work on, within a company, outside of a company, creative project, which kind of makes sense would come to life. Whatever it is, it's like being encouraged, because that is where your fulfillment will come in. And you'll be able to overcome this kind of obstacle. This obstacle is going to show up. 5 of Swords is an Aquarius. The 3 of Pentacles is Capricorn. Oh, it's you. And the 9 of Cups is Pisces. But doesn't matter again. But it's like, just beware of you. I feel like you're being encouraged to take a step towards yourself. Go to the gym, go to the yoga, whatever it is that you want to do. Go walking in the park, but be active and join and do it with people. It'll actually, or you could do that within a workplace. Maybe you're being encouraged to like bring people together to do activities, to collaborate. And there might be like pushback, people like resistance, but do it anyways, Capricorn, because you don't care. So I like that. And be grateful for your life, right? And people will be grateful towards you for being that, for leading, for doing what it is that's right for you. So full moon in Virgo message for my beautiful Capricorns. Is take a breather. Someone else got this. And go wild. I can show you both of them. Take a breather is do what you want to do for you. Oh, so excuse me. Alrighty then. Okay. So I really feel like this is all about you, Capricorn. This week, do what's best for you, do what's best for your family, for your team, for whoever it is, regardless of any like resistance on the external or in the internal. It's like it's time to rejoice in life. So please go check your rising and your moon if you need other messages, if this didn't resonate. Also, check my intro. I have a little giveaway. I'm giving a little giveaway to some people who commented last week. So check that out if you commented. And like, comment, subscribe as usual. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Aquarius. We got Standing Stones Passage. Number 40, which is foundation. So standing is a foundation, is like a static movement. Passage is movement. So I almost feel like this is like a polarity that we're all living in, and also a juxtaposition of movement or not, right? This is like these pillars of strength around you, these portals perhaps, you passing through and opening yourselves up into this journey of spirituality, or it could be a physical journey, emotional journey, a mental journey, whatever it is, there's something opening up for you. And it's like sometimes our passages through portals are not that, they're heavy, they're energetically heavy. Maybe some of you are in a process of discovering or self-discovery. Things are coming up and you're setting sail, you're walking through this energetic flow, and it could feel a bit stagnant for some of you, but also could feel very flowing. So I'm really curious to see what this message is about. So we got receiving. 27 is a 9, so it's an end of a journey for you, which is interesting. Diopside, Mother Earth. very interesting as we go into the spring equinox. Selenite, spiritual awakening. That could be that here. Three of Swords, heartbreak and grief. The Nine of Cups in reverse, resistance to happiness. And the Ten of Wands. Interesting energy here, my beautiful Aquarius. So this passage that you're going through is actually very uncomfortable for some of you. And maybe some of you are awakening even further in this journey and realizing, or maybe you're already awake, whatever that means again. But like, and you're realizing that this is not all like, oh, I'm meditation and I see cosmic things in my, this is real work. Because this journey is not only an individual journey, it's a celestial, it's a planetary journey. We are here on this earth to experience, to anchor the light into Mother Earth, right? To Gaia, Mother Earth. And with the realization that we are also Mother Earth. So that creates a lot of grief within us, insecurities within us, judgment, blame, all these like energies that I talked about in the introduction, and heavy burdens that you're carrying with you. Now, if you're not, I'm just talking about a spiritual awakening here, but we could also be talking about you're in a relationship and you're coming to the end of something. You're carrying a lot of weight from your partner, from your children, from your siblings, or parents, or there's something here that is weighing you down a lot, very much so, because these cards speak to me of resistance, of fear, of moving forward. I'm going to read this card because I've never received it. Energy has been going out of you, but there is not enough coming back in. It is time to bring something back in for you, to receive and be received. You are being offered a chance for restoration now, to feel nourished, cared for, and loved. Accept it. You deserve it. The earth rests each night so it can greet the sun again each morning with the spectacular living art of sunrise. Allow yourself to switch off, step away, close the laptop, switch off the phone, and just be with yourself for a little while. You will return and be more efficient and effective. Rest now, play now, and work later. Forget your worries for a while, switch off, do something else, let it go, and it will all flow. Okay, very interesting. This is all very connected here. It's almost like switch off, go into nature, find your happy place. Some of you, like I said, there's spiritual awakening here. Some of you are in the process of maybe at the beginning of it, in the middle of it, at the end of it. It actually does not matter because it's all very uncomfortable wherever you are. And nobody is anywhere near being fully awake. We are merging 12 dimensions into our physical body, which means 12 versions of you are merging into your body. That means thousands of emotions that you're having to go through, if you look at it in that perspective. So there is that, this is coming up very much for you, and maybe you're not even conscious of this, and you're looking at me like, yo, what are you talking about, girl? But it doesn't matter, even if what I just said doesn't resonate with you. I just feel like right now you are in a process. You could have been in a relationship, but it just not working out for you because you're stepping into a different version of you. You're walking through, you're not even familiar with who you are anymore. You look in the mirror like, yo, who are you, kind of thing. And you're not understanding. You're not understanding, and you're not overstanding it. And you're resisting any help from people. You're resisting a bit because you're taking on this burden all by yourself, Aquarius, which I know that you love to do. Don't go and look for help, God forbid. But you're being asked to go out and look for help. Reach out to those that can help you in whatever capacity that they can. And if you cannot go for help, then go to Mother Nature. I've said this many, many times, and I continue saying it because you can't even grasp how powerful the forces of nature are. So you don't have anyone around you and you don't feel comfortable about to go and talk to someone, go hug that tree for 20 seconds minimum. Your trees are you. And everything, energy is everything. Everything is energy. You are energy. The tree is energy. If you can't put your feet on grass at this moment in time, do that. If you can dig deeper into the soil, do that. If you are on the sand, do that. It's just this, the tree energy to me is out of this world, and people laugh. I've been laughed at many times for hugging trees, but I don't. So you're broken, Aquarius, because you are uncomfortable in whatever area of life you are in right now, in whatever situation. Something is as you could be in a really great place, you could be on vacation right now, you could be there's a part of you that is resisting facing something. There's a part of you that is actually going through this, and you're like, what the F is happening? You're not alone, but receiving and asking for guidance and asking for help is how you can maneuver through this and how you can navigate this. No one can do this alone. Nobody. We are being asked to come together for that reason. Heal the hurt, heal the judgment, the blame that you are doing to yourself and projecting onto others. Every time you project anything to other, you need to put the mirror up, because you're not liking something in yourself. You're not trusting yourself. So this is all connection to nature. This passage is very uncomfortable right now to you. I don't know if this resonates with every single Aquarius, but it's very much in the cards. So go, if you can find a way to go out and breathe in or put your face to the sun, because the sun activations at this moment are very potent. The sun is so important right now. Actually, there's a lot of solar radiation coming in, so please take sea moss. Sea moss, we sell that on our website. Sea moss has 92 of 102 essential nutrients. Take that, or magnesium, or indium, or vitamin D. Just, there's a lot that you need to be taking into your body at this moment in time. That's your message. I'll give you the full moon in Virgo. There's one thing I learned in this spiritual awakening, or this awakening journey, or this journey that we're on, is that it might have been really fun at the very beginning because you're learning your crystals, you're doing all these things, but it's very trying and challenging because we're having to face all of these buried emotions and past life as well. and you're not alone. And stop resisting and ask for help, please. So, Aquarius, no. Yes. Know your worth. Beautiful message. Know that you are worthy of love. You are worthy of guidance and help. And please reach out. And know that even through all these challenges that you're going through, and any like blockages that you're facing, or stagnant energies, or that's the word I'm looking for, or stuck energies, it's all part of your journey. It's all part of your process. Trust the plan. Trust your divine plan. And move, let them move and flow through you. All right, my beautiful Aquarius, I love you. And you know, you can't always be the revolutionary rebel. The rebels as well have these issues. So, especially you guys, because you always do things on your own. So reach out to us. I love you, and I'll see you next week. And go check if you left a comment last week, go check the intro. I'm giving a little giveaway to you guys. So I will see you next week. Happy spring, happy full moon. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Pisces. We got letting go. 35-8 power card. So I feel like here with this, the spirit guardian autumn, as we get into spring. But spring is the blooming of, and the autumn is the dying of. So this is like poetic in a way. You're heading into spring, which is a new beginning, which is fresh bloom, which is fresh opportunity, new possibilities, and they're asking you to let go of the winter, going within the hermit mode that you were in. Let go of that, or let go of all these like angst, these anxieties, these stresses, these things that you're holding on to for dear life. Take your tentacles and let them go. It's time for new. That's all it speaks to me. It's like it's calling out your name, Pisces. Focus on the light. 37, 10, 1. New beginning. Black obsidian, the shadow. This is very root chakra. Black obsidian is also warding off a lot of negative energies. The shadow, I'm of a different mindset right now. I don't think the shadow is a bad thing. I think the shadow is to be embraced in your life. But I kind of like that it's showing up here with the light and the shadow. We'll look at that together. The Two of Cups in reverse. The Knight of Swords in reverse. All right, and the Queen of Swords. So the Knight and the Queen showing up, very interesting, and the Two of Cups in reverse. So the light and the shadow showing up to me in the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is soulmate or love, relationship, but in reverse. So there's a resistance, there's a blockage there, or it's just not working out for you. But it's also the polarity, twos, the duality that is good. The light and the dark. The light and the shadow. So I've even probably talked about this in the past, but my mindset is changing, and I've like rejected the shadow and the dark. Instead, now I see it a different way, because that's what's happening to a lot of us, is that we're starting to see things differently, because we are being our gifts and abilities are showing up, and our intuition is getting clearer. And the light and the dark is one and the same. The dark is a transparent light. It's our shadow self, which is a part of us. And we need to embrace that part of us instead of reject that part of us. So Pisces is a very interesting energy here with you letting go. It's like letting go the hang-ups, letting go your maybe some of you are holding on to this shadow self of yours and saying, well, I'm insecure, or I judge myself, or I judge other people, I'm a bad person. No, you're not. Instead of like talking bad about yourself, or you know what, I'm in a relationship, it's not working out, maybe it's my fault, maybe it's their fault, right? It's like whatever way is not the right way, right? It's like the other person is the other person, and now it's you to focus on your light, focus on you, focus on why isn't this working. It doesn't have to be only romantic. It could be a friendship, or what's not working for you right now. Let's look at the light and the shadow. Are you dimming your light in this relationship? Why are you dimming your light? Let's look at the mirror. Why are you dimming it? Because you don't trust yourself? You don't believe that you're this beautiful, powerful light? You have accepted the dimming of the light because of maybe in your past, your childhood, you've been dimmed the light, but now it's time to face that, right? And let it go. Maybe you're like, well, in the mirror, all you're seeing is self-judgment, judgment of others. Well, or blame. I'm blaming that person. Why are you blaming that person? Really, you're blaming yourself. Projection, reflection. I know it's not nice, but it's to embrace that judgment of the other person. Say, you know what, I judge that other person. Become aware of it right away and say, okay, I realize that now. Why did I do that? Because I'm judging myself. Why am I judging myself? Because this is a conditioned thing that I've learned as a child because my parents did this. Do I forgive them? I forgive them. Okay, I let it go. I release it. Bye-bye. But every time you realize that this happens, it gets easier and easier to be aware and to release it. We're allowed to and feel it through. It's such an important message I'm giving you here, but it really is, because the shadow has been developed in thousands of years that we've been on this earth. We've manifested this shadow, and we've also manifested this shadow in others around us. That's why there's so much of this shadow in the world, because we've actually created this, because we have that much power of light within us to create these realities. So some of you are having issues with relationships, and you're not wanting to see it, or you're resisting, or you're blaming them instead of looking at yourself, or you're blaming yourself. But it's time to face it and say no, because the Knight of Swords shows up, and the Queen of Swords, which is even more important. The Queen of Swords is this very powerful, strong woman, maternal mother, could be a widow as well, but also a very, it could be a female energy in your life, or it could just be you channeling this Queen of Swords energy of like facing the shadow, loving the shadow, facing the light, loving the light, looking at things very clear cut, not putting emotion in your emotions, not putting emotions in your decisions, not putting emotions in anything that you're doing right now. Being very like focused and clear. And the Knight of Swords energy is like a conqueror, warrior, fast energy. In reverse, it's like, could be if you cross a knight who's very clever and witty, it could be very manipulative energy as well. So like, it feels to me like wow, it almost feels like the Knight of Swords is like you creating a shadow, you actually putting attention to the shadow of yourself and putting meaning to your shadow in a negatory way. and keeping yourself down in the dumps, instead of actually looking and embracing that shadow and say, okay, I see it. And thank you, you've helped me to see this. You've helped me to see the light. You've helped me to let go of the hang-ups in my... Like, it's just a big turnaround, right? Because like I talked in the intro, like how we if we carry around these labels and these misconceptions of our shadow, anger and shit like that, we release it into the collective, to the quantum field, and then it's like everyone around you has to feel that energy and has to go through it, and they have to go through their own blame and their own judgments, and it's like a constant loop, and that's what the world has been going through. So it's just like an awareness. So if you catch it and you face it and you feel it and you leave it, it actually dissipates and dissolves instead of just festering again. So some of you are, I feel really strongly here, you're trapping yourself in a relationship because you fear the unknown, because you fear your light, because you fear being alone. Some of you are trapping yourselves in friendships and families and these kinds of relationships, these personal relationships. Like you're doing it to yourself, Pisces. And it's time to clear yourself from it. It's time to forgive yourself. It's time to let go of all the storylines again. The storylines you've created, the stories that you've created in your head about yourself, about the other people. It's like, focus on your light. Focus on the power that you have within you, because it's so freaking powerful if you even think about it. The Two of Emotions is Cancer, the Knight of Swords is Gemini, and the Queen of Swords is Libra. If that is relevant to you, it doesn't have to be. I feel like you're being asked to really do some homework this week and face up to and ask yourself why you are not seeing and not really navigating the relationships in your lives. It's time to stop blaming yourself and others and judging yourself and others and shaming yourself and others. It's just not working anymore. Those are old energies. Both of them. Yourself, themselves. It's like done. We need to move into a new energy of love, right? So your full moon in Virgo message is, that's what it is. Attend to the details, which is a Virgo last quarter moon in Virgo. It's interesting. Attend to the details, very interesting. So pay attention to what is coming up in your life, my beautiful, and why it is that you are gravitating always to this, to the resistance, to the, why are you afraid is what it is. I feel like you're afraid of your light. And you're going with the status quo. And the Queen of Swords is like, this is not what we're talking about here. It's like, get out of this status quo business. It's time for change, Pisces. So pay attention to these personal relationships you're in life and see where you can find a way around it or release yourselves from them. So it's time for a new beginning. All right, my beautiful Pisces. I love you. And check out your rising, your moon, if this didn't resonate. Also, if you've left a comment last week, I'm doing a little giveaway surprise in the intro. Go ahead and listen to that, and I will see you next week.